Hi y'all, Kraken Latte here. Welcome to the first step in this series on building your alt army. In step 1 here, we're going to cover what I believe to be the most important step, mental preparation. If you can't get past this one, then the rest of the process will not be fun for you. So, grab a snack and your thinking cap, and let's dig in. First, let's start with the most obvious question. Why would you want multiple alts? Well, there's many reasons for this, as well as various pros and cons, which I've actually already covered in my pros and cons of alt armies video. Check that one out if you want to dig a little deeper on that specific topic, linked down below in the description and in a pin, but for now, let's look at it with these reasons. Reason A. Collectibles such as mounts and transmog can be obtained much faster. Just think about how many tries you could have on Invincible or some other mount each week. Reason B. You'll have access to multiple classes. If you've raided at all, you'll know how often classes get changed, buffed, or nerfed, and your guild may ask you to change classes or even roles. If you've already got every class at least leveled, then this won't be an issue. And reason C. Because you want to. This is just as legit as any reason in my book. I tie this into my reasoning for roleplay. I'm an RPer and I have a lot of characters. There's just something special to me about having your RP character physically in the game, and then being able to play them whenever you want to. Let's assume you'll have a mix of these reasons, plus others I'm sure, and now touch on something I find to be really important. Letting go of your need for self-restraint. You may not have this issue, but I did, so let's address it. If you've ever had the sudden desire to make a class or race combo that struck your fancy, and then told yourself no for some reason or another, it's time to let go of that. You can't make an alt army if you won't let yourself make alts. Think of this as impulse shopping. Make a list and let your wants guide you. Orc mage? That'd be cool. Undead rogue? Sure, why not? Tauren hunter? That sounds neat. What about that class or race you've always wanted to play, even if you had no real reason for wanting it? You know what? Make it anyways. Who says you can't? If you want to make an alt army, you'll just have to accept that it's okay to have lots of alts. In fact, it is okay to have more than one class, race, or race class combo. This was a big one for me. Having more than one class of the same race just irked me for some reason for the longest time. But you know what? I got over it, and now I love them all. You don't even have to take it seriously. Why not make something you think is derpy or funny? You just might fall in love with them. My main? A human paladin? Yeah, I made him because of a joke. And now, I wouldn't trade him for anything. Let's move on to the next part. Does the thought of upkeep stress you out? Remind yourself what you want them for. You don't have to do everything on every alt. Here's an example. Are you a raider? Then only raid gear the specific characters you're actually going to raid with. Gear gets outmoded almost every patch, and there's always ways to get caught up. If it's not gear, then what upkeep is it you're worrying about anyways? You likely don't have to do anything beyond what you plan to use them for. It's not required. What if you're just an RPer or a collector like me? Guess what I do with them? Almost nothing beyond RPing and collecting. I'll get far more specific on details and upkeep in another video, so let's not worry too much about that right now. Just know that you only need to do enough for them to be usable for your chosen purpose. No more is needed unless you want to. That's how burnout starts. Alright, I think I've prattled on long enough about that. I'll sum it up with this. It is okay to have an alt army, no matter what you want them for. In the next video, I'll cover how to actually start putting together an alt army, but I wanted to give you some encouragement and have you get mentally prepared for something the community seems to often poke fun at for some reason. So, with that said, I leave you with a challenge to give you some direction for the next step. I dare you to at least write down one of each class, that's 12, currently available in the game. Attach a race to it that you think is cool. Name it. And then save that list. I don't care what faction it's for, though I recommend you pick just one to work with for now. Keep that on hand, and then in part 2, I'll show you exactly what to do with it. I hope you found this encouraging, and just know that I believe in you. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, it's never too latte.